In this video, we'll learn to subtract three-digit numbers. I've represented 135 using the cubes. What I'm going to do is take away 23 from this. So we start with the units, because in this way we will know whether we need to borrow from the tens, and we'll look at examples to illustrate this. So we've got 5, I need to take away 3. So once I take away 3, what I'm left with is 2. There we have it. Now we have 3 tens. If I take away 2, I'm left with 1. And I've got 100, but there aren't any in the number, so I don't need to take any away. So 1 take away 0 leaves me with 1. So the answer is 112. Let's have a look at another example now. So this time around I will have the same number to begin with, so 135. This time I will take away 48. So now I've got 5 units, but I need to take away 8, which is not possible. So what I'm going to be doing is borrowing one of the tens. So this now has become 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now it's easy for me to take away 8. So I'll take away 8, and that leaves me with the 2 and the 5, which makes 7. Now those 3 that we had here have become 2. So I've got 2, I need to take away 4 from it. So I can't really do that. For that reason, I borrow a lot of the hundreds, which makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tens, and the 2 makes 12. So it was 2, it has become 12. Now 12, I can take away 4. I'll take these 2 away and another 2. So that leaves me with 8 now. So my answer is 87. So let's see again. I'll rewrite the number to see what exactly happened there. So the number that we had was 135. So I tried to take away 8 from the 5, but it wasn't possible, so I needed to borrow a lot of 10 from the 3. So I borrowed 1, the 3 became a 2, and since it's a lot of 10, that made this 5 a 15, because a lot of 10 is worth 10 single cubes. So that became 15. I take away 8 from it, which leaves me with just 7. Now the 10, so we've got just 2 tens in here, and I need to take away 4 of them. So again, I can't do that, so I'm going to borrow 1 from the hundreds. So that gave us 10 tens, and altogether that was 12 now. 12 take away 4 gives me 8. that one there became a 0, so I've got nothing left in terms of hundredths. So my answer is 87. Let's have a look at a couple more examples. So this time around I will do 534 take away 296. Let's start with the units, because as you can see I will need to borrow. The 6 taken away from the 4 we can't do, so I'm going to have to borrow 1 from the 3, make that a 2, and the 4 becomes 14. So 14 take away 6 leaves me with 8. Now we have 2 taking away 9, which is not possible, so I'm gonna be borrowing 1 from the 5 to make this a 12, and the 5 becomes a 4. So now 12 take away 9 gives me 3, 4 take away 2 leaves me with 2. So my answer is 238. How can I check that I've done it right? I will do the reverse. So I'll get 238, add 296 to see if it adds up to 534. 8 and 6 give me 14, so 4 down and 1 carried over. 1 and 9 is 10, and the 3 is 13. So we've got 2 and 2, and the 1 makes 534, and that's what I had. Let's do just one more subtraction. So we'll do 547 take away 498. So again, need to take away 8 from the 7, which we can't do without going to negative numbers. So I will borrow 1 from the 4 to make it a 3, so the 7 becomes a 17. 17 take away 8 will actually give me 9. So now I'm left with the 3, and I need to take away 9 from the 3. So again, I'll need to borrow, so that becomes a 4. 13 take away 9 leaves me with 4. 4 take away 4 is 0, so that is 49, the answer. Let's check that we've got it right. So we'll add 49 and 498. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 carried over. 9 and 1 is 10, and the 4 is 14. We'll carry 1 over. 4 and 1 is 5. 547. That was what we had to begin with. This method that I have shared, we call it this column method. Now we'll subtract 3-digit numbers using 2 other methods, the partitioning method and the number line method. Partitioning means breaking down the number into parts. So I'm going to break down 239 into 230 and 9, and 128 will be broken down into 120 and 8. Now 200 take away 100 leaves me with 100. 30 take away 20 leaves me with 10. 9 take away 8 leaves me with 1. So the answer is 111. When it comes to numbers that you have to take away and you've got to borrow, then this method becomes more complicated. So I wouldn't encourage you to use this method when you have to borrow. With the number line though, you can do borrowing as well. So if you remember, when we did addition, we started off with a number here and then we added as we moved on. Since this is subtraction, I'll start with the total being here, 425, and I'll take away 247, which means taking away 200, taking away 40 and 7. So you could start whichever you want to take away with. I'll start with 200, so I'll take away 200. So 425, 325, 225. Now I will take away 40, so I'll go 215, 205, 195, 185. And finally taking away 7, so 185. I'll take away 5 first to make this 180, take away another 2 to make this 178. So my final answer is 178. And this is an easy way to work out, but it depends on which one you prefer. So you stick to the one that you really like and can use.